Covalent bonding is one of those topics that seems basic, but it's one of the MCAT's favorite building blocks. It shows up everywhere, from understanding molecular geometry and polarity to predicting reactivity and intermolecular forces. This concept falls under the Chemical and Physical Foundations of Biological Systems section of the MCAT, and it's crucial because the MCAT loves connecting bond type and molecular structure to biological function. So let's break down exactly how covalent bonds form, how they behave, and how to predict their properties the way the MCAT expects you to. Covalent bond. A covalent bond forms when two nonmetal atoms share electrons to achieve stable electron configurations. Each atom contributes at least one electron, and the shared pair forms the bond. Remember, sharing equals covalent, transferring equals ionic. MCAT tip: look for nonmetals bonding with nonmetals as a clue it's covalent. Lewis dot structures. Lewis dot structures show how atoms share electrons. Each valence electron is represented as a dot, and each line between atoms represents a shared electron pair. Single bond equals one shared pair, double bond equals two shared pairs, triple bond equals three shared pairs. On the MCAT, correct Lewis structures are key to predicting molecular geometry and polarity, so make sure you can draw them fast. Electronegativity and bond polarity. Electronegativity measures how strongly an atom attracts shared electrons. When two atoms share electrons equally, the bond is nonpolar covalent. When one atom pulls harder, the electrons shift toward it, creating a polar covalent bond with partial positive and partial negative ends. This polarity drives everything from dipole interactions to hydrogen bonding, both huge for MCAT passages on proteins and water chemistry. Electronegativity and bond types. Bond type depends on electronegativity difference. Nonpolar covalent, difference approximately 0, like H2 or O2. Polar covalent, small to moderate difference, like HCl or H2O. Ionic, large difference, electrons are transferred, like NaCl. MCAT trick: if both atoms are nonmetals but one is much more electronegative, like O or N, it's likely polar covalent, not ionic. Bond length and bond strength. Bond length is the average distance between two nuclei, and bond strength is how much energy it takes to break that bond. Shorter bonds are stronger because the shared electrons pull nuclei closer. So, single bonds are longest and weakest, double bonds are shorter and stronger, triple bonds are shortest and strongest. On MCAT graphs, this shows up as an inverse relationship between bond length and bond energy. VSEPR theory. Valence shell electron pair repulsion. VSEPR theory predicts molecular shapes based on how electron pairs repel each other. Think of it as electron pairs want to be as far apart as possible. Common geometries: linear, 180 degrees, e.g., CO2. Trigonal planar, 120 degrees, e.g., BF3 tetrahedral, 109.5 degrees, e.g., CH4 trigonal bipyramidal, 90 degrees/120 degrees, e.g., PCl5, octahedral, 90 degrees, e.g., SF6. Recognizing these shapes helps you predict polarity. A common MCAT reasoning question. Hybridization. Hybridization explains the mixing of atomic orbitals to form new, equivalent hybrid orbitals that participate in bonding. It determines geometry and bond angles. SP. Linear, 180 degrees. SP squared, trigonal planar, 120 degrees. SP cubed, tetrahedral, 109.5 degrees. SP cubed D, trigonal bipyramidal. SP cubed D, squared, octahedral. A good MCAT shortcut: count the number of electron domains, bonds plus lone pairs. That's the hybridization type. Covalent bonding is more than just atoms sharing electrons. It's the foundation for everything, from predicting molecular polarity to understanding protein folding, intermolecular forces, and reactivity trends. If you can visualize bonds, shapes, and charge distribution, you'll recognize patterns instantly in MCAT passages. And that's how top scorers save time and avoid traps. With that said, here are just a few of our student success stories, students who improved their scores and even got into medical school. If you're preparing for the MCAT, click the link below to get started with your own preparation. We specialize in helping students reach a 15+ score guarantee and we'd love to help you too. And don't forget, subscribe to our channel for more MCAT breakdowns like this, and follow us on Instagram for extra tips and resources.